What's up? I'm really real. Let me stop.
I'm really real. I'm an artist from Brooklyn, New York. Experimental. Experiential is not a word. Vibrant, colorful, youthful, and vulnerable. Since I was a kid, like being in like musical theater shows and watching Michael Jackson music videos over and over on DVD, just like mimicking that, and started writing poems and songs since I was like 6. That's where I started. I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from New York, and definitely how it shaped my sound. Like you go outside, you know, in Bushwick, where I grew up, lots of Dominicans, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans here, Black folks here, and you either hear an R&B, super loud, like 5 a.m, super loud, hearing some bachata, hearing all the natural sounds of New York, and also just growing up with my mom, just like playing R&B on the weekends and playing like hip hop, 2000s hip hop. It's definitely influenced like the music that I make, just like it being alternative and coming from tons of different genres. There's just like, and also from New York, there's too many things that I love. I can't just be one thing. Like, it's too much things in New York that I love. So yeah, that's like kind of where my sound came from. Just like the streets of New York. The future, the legacy I want to leave, like the fact that I don't see that many people like me in like the mainstream, or just like artists like me out there. So I really want to like just fill that hole and that energy of love in the industry and in the world and in my music. And I think that's what keeps me going and continuing to hit the goals that are like within that intention of like being a mirror of love in tons of different spaces. My mom, she's being a single mom and just doing like going above and beyond for me and doing a lot of amazing things for me that have inspired me to be the person that I am. I think my mom is definitely like my role model, my momager, and someone that just inspires me all around every day. I used to compete in hip hop. Many do not know, but I used to compete in hip hop when I was like between like 9 to like 13 or 14. Before I went to high school, we would win first place, man, me and my group. And it was really fun. And I want to get back into that. That's something that people don't know. Yeah, so it was like, we would do hip hop, but not like a mix of tons of different styles of hip hop, like whether it was like commercial or like street hip hop. We were doing like flips and stuff. We would like put on costumes, we would wake up like dumb early, like 3 a.m, go to a competition in Pennsylvania, in Long Island, New Jersey. And we were just like, tons of different dance schools would have schools that represented, they had groups that represented their schools, but our crew only had like one dance. Every other school had like millions of dances. We only came with one group dance, and we would win first every time. It was really ridiculous, but I want to get back into that. It was really fun. Oh, in 10 years, when I have my own record label, and like under the record label or near the record label, I want to have a venue, space, a studio, like all in one type of thing where people could come through, cook up. And I want it to definitely be like fully funded, like free to have access to, free to do events there for like the younger generation or my generation. And yeah, I wanted to all be under this hub and like have free services. Kid Cudi, really, really love Kid Cudi. I would say Tyler, the Creator. We love Tyler. We love Busta Rhymes. I got to speak to him this year and finally meet him, which was amazing. Missy Elliott, and Michael Jackson musically, and I think the last Andre 3000. Yeah, 3 stacks. Splitting in half. I'm basically literally splitting myself in half and being vulnerable and just cracking, the mask that I put on sometimes in society that we may all do. And I'm just showing myself vulnerable. Like, there are times where I'm confused, where I know myself, but then I'm like, I gotta look in the mirror and just like double check sometimes and like remind myself of my worth. And I think this song and like the project, this vibe that I'm on is gonna really show people a side of me that they don't really see that often. Because I'm always like the giggly, hyped up person, like uplifting everybody. But I also have those sides of me that's like, you know, we all can go through it. So I think this song is like a very vulnerable piece of work. Yep, so I'm Really Real, and this is my Red Room session with Major Stage, and you can check out Splitting in Half with them.